Ukrainian Army FPV operators on a reconnaissance flight spotted a Russian convoy advancing fearlessly in an open field. The Russian military staff, taking the attacks in the Dnipro region as an opportunity, thought the Ukrainian Army's attention was diverted and advanced comfortably, managing to reach the Ukrainian positions without any intervention. The mine-clearing vehicle, which was going ahead to check for mines, was supposed to clear the way for the vehicles following it. Instead, it was hit by a mine and tried to keep moving. Meanwhile, the reconnaissance FPV operators immediately reported the situation to the command center and gave the coordinates of the targets to the artillery units. The artillery quickly began to fire. The situation was very serious. The armored vehicles and tanks had begun to hit the Ukrainian positions. The tanks had split into two groups and were advancing toward the positions. Despite the successful artillery fire, they had not yet been stopped. The tanks were attacking from two sides, trying to hit the Ukrainian positions with shot after shot. The FPV operators and artillery strikes were initially unsuccessful, and the advance couldn't be stopped. The fire was constant from both sides. Russian tanks were pounding the positions. Ukraine's FPV drones and artillery were doing everything they could to stop the assault. Friends, if you, like us, want Ukraine to win, write Slava Ukraine in the comments. And finally, the tanks and armored carriers were destroyed. But the attack did not end there. The soldiers whose armored vehicles were destroyed were advancing toward the positions. They were eliminated first. Right behind them, motorized units surprised the Ukrainian army with a quick entry. The FPV operators were in pursuit, and with the precise work of the Ukrainian artillery, the remaining infantry were also hunted down one by one. The escaping motorized units and infantry tried to hide in a nearby village in a forest, but the operators kept a close watch and did not stop the pursuit until the last invader was cleared. The soldiers of the Ukrainian Army's 45th OABR, together with their brothers from the 81st OABR and 54th OMBR, discovered 4 Russian D-30 guns based on intelligence and destroyed them with a pinpoint operation that hit the targets directly. The D-30 is a 122mm towed howitzer designed in the Soviet Union and whose production started in the 1960s. Thanks to its reliability and ease of use, it is still actively used by many countries today. It can fire high explosive shells up to 15 to 22 kilometers. The cost of one gun is stated to be between $100,000 and $250,000. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications as we continue to provide the latest news. The 55th OMBR found something the invaders had hidden among the trees and effectively took over the location. Russian soldiers were hiding things in a wooded area in Ukrainian territory. FPV reconnaissance drone operators, noticing this, became suspicious and started to follow them. Then another vehicle arrived, and they cleverly tried to hide that one too. But the operator activated all units, the drones were prepared, and the attack began. Both vehicles were destroyed and the mission was successfully completed. One of the settlements in the Lyman direction, where the Ukrainian Army's 3rd Army Corps operates. A tank belonging to the Ukrainian Army, with coordinates from intelligence information received from the command center, bravely destroyed its targets with close-range hits on enemy bunkers and operation centers, despite the possibility of rockets or anti-tank missiles being fired from the buildings at any moment. The footage was shot with a GoPro by the tank crew. The Omega unit and the GOUR of the Ukrainian Army destroyed one 9S-18 Kupol radar in the Luhansk region. The 9S-18 is a target detection radar that is one of the most important parts of the Buk air defense system. It is known by the NATO name Snowdrift. One 9K-37 transporter erector launcher and radar TELAR was also destroyed. The 9K-37 is also a part of the Buk air defense system. It is known by the NATO name Gadfly or SA-11. This vehicle has the ability to both detect and hit targets on its own and has the task of loading new missiles onto the launchers. In a way, it is both a radar and a missile launcher. In addition to the one Buk air defense system was also destroyed. The Buk air defense system, 9K-37, is a medium-range surface-to-air missile, SAM system developed in the Soviet Union. It is used more for tactical purposes than longer-range systems like the S-400. It provides an effective defense against air targets at medium altitudes. A Buk battery includes several different vehicles: a command vehicle, a target detection radar, 9S-18 Kupol, and missile launcher vehicles. The soldiers of the Bratstvo Battalion foiled the Russian invaders' plans to reach the borders of the Dnipropetrovsk region. In small groups, the Russians tried to cross the line of contact, take up firing positions in buildings, and gather their forces to launch an attack on Ukrainian positions. But they could not resist the brave response of the Bratstvo Battalion soldiers. The units of the Ukrainian Army's 3rd Army Corps are literally destroying the enemy's roof. We are tracking our targets, and as soon as the infantry starts to hide, the FPV operators go after them and level their shelters. The demolition of a series of buildings along with the Russians, action without graphics and special effects, was carried out by professionals from the 63rd OMBR's Unmanned Systems Battalion. The offensive actions of the 3rd Assault Brigade. The soldiers enter the settlement and immediately make a double hit. They kill 2 men and seize an enemy radio. Listening to the enemy, the combat groups coordinate their actions and advance into empty buildings with almost no resistance. They continued until they received instructions from the command center not to cross the road. This is the operation to liberate the Rydkodub settlement in the Donetsk region. The operation is carried out by the soldiers of the 3rd Company, Karakurt Colony of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. This way you won't miss any critical news and you'll be the first to access the latest footage from the front lines. We will continue to show the real face of war, sharing truths from the field instead of propaganda. Your support is very valuable to us. See you in the next video. Slava Ukraina, Heriam Slava.
Немножко? Сюда, нахуй. Первый трофейчик. Я проверю. Есть рация, есть. Телефон. Это разведка, походу. Есть документ. Есть. Достань эту тряпку. Достань тряпку. Не, у него в этом флаг пидорский. Ой-ой-ой. Чё? Снимешь моя камера? Ну так, возле пидора выходит.